back to a fresh episode of My Watch Therapy. Today we got a little vintage piece, Baume Mercier. It's a chronograph, vintage as you can see. This watch is a family friend's watch, and he said I could review it, but also he wanted it cleaned up. So I'm going to take this to the TikTok Time shop here in Colorado Springs and give it the treatment, give it a bath. But, you know, there's a certain amount of patina here that I like. I know it needs some cleaning for sure, but yeah, I think right now it just looks great right now. It looks original because it is. I'm shooting outside today, so hopefully it won't be too loud out here for your viewing pleasure. This is a manual wind. And by the way, don't you love the strap? Look at that. Looks like corkscrew on the back, like from a cork, rather. Very comfortable. I'd like to get the name of this thing. What is that? It's genuine leather. I don't know. I'll try to figure that out. Case back is nicely worn. Just been on the wrist for a long time. But yeah, I was starting to say it's a manual wind, and I don't know. I probably won't come through, but especially with all the birds chirping. But it's a definitely manual wind, and you can just hear those little gears, the mainspring tightening. Hear that? Hopefully you heard that as it jumps into action here. So we have the movement, I should say, is also from the 40s, obviously. It's a Landrin 48. Landrin 48. Again, this is from the late 40s, early 50s. But you can see it's got a 60 second, so the seconds are there. 30-minute counter. And darned if that chronograph doesn't still work nicely. Super slow. Bum, 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 bum. It's got the tachymeter scale going around. There's a tachymeter. Help me out. I feel like I'm always saying it wrong. But I really like how that moves so nice and slow. Stop, reset. Boom. Ah, it works great. Works great, looks great. But yeah, I think it's blue, that scale around the outside. Yeah, I measured it myself with my very own caliper here. And I measured the diameter at 36 millimeters and top to bottom. So the height, which is a really important measurement, it really sort of decides how it looks on the wrist, is 42 millimeters. 42 millimeters. My wrist is 17 centimeters, or about 6 3/4 inches. Or a little better than that. But I think it actually wears really nice. So classy. Such a nice vintage look. Picking up some nice light there. I believe those are gold hands. Yellow gold hands. With a stainless steel case. So, yeah, it's a beauty. It's a beauty. I really like it. I can't say I'm like all into vintage, but when I see something like this, I think, boy, I'd like to get something with a long story to it and something that was passed down to generations. Or, I have a watch or two that I'd like to be passing down, and it could be that watch, but I'll be gone by then. So I want something when I'm here. And so who knows? Maybe I need to start looking in. If anybody has some ideas, maybe a similar watch. It could be something from the late 40s, 50s. And for me, I think this 36 millimeters by 42 is about as small as I'd like to go. And I understand watches back then were all a lot smaller. But this, I think it suits my wrist. And I just don't think I'd want to go smaller. So my left wrist is a little smaller. I just don't want to drop this. Yeah, looks great. The strap definitely works. Tons of patina. I love that. I keep hearing about patina, especially in like brass watches and things like that. And I just never see the patina because a lot of them are new. I reviewed a few Hamiltons like that, and I just haven't seen one with a dial with this much patina. It looks great. The case, I think this has been replaced. It's plastic, but oh well. Very cool. It's very boxed, as you can see. Yeah, so it's got the squared off pushers. Looks great. Wonder if anybody else has a watch like this, or would like a watch like this, or like I was asking, if you have a recommendation, you know, I'd be definitely interested. Looking for something similar. So this has been a quick one. The Baume and Mercier, and it's a chronograph, late 40s, early 50s time period. And looks like they're going. I kind of checked them out online. This one's probably about $1,500. They have an all gold case that's obviously costs more, but that's what this one is. Real nice. All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for using a little of your most precious commodity today, which is time, watching my channel. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.